Hey guys! So today I am going to make a video that I intended to make for my Instagram stories. But Instagram is like fucking my life right now. It's like my phone is literally just going crazy. So I'm just like, fuck it. I am not gonna get stressed. I'm gonna get this video and this recipe done. So I'm just gonna get my camera and do it. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make my favorite tofu nuggets. Hi guys! Second thing, my husband, he was here and he was the sweetest like thing in this world, and he peeled and cut these yellow potatoes for me. And it's really easy, guys. I'm sure you don't need me to show you how to peel and cut a potato, but basically you just grab a peeler, you peel the potatoes, and then you just cut them into little wedges like this. So Gary. So anyway, that's the potatoes. I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do with these in a little bit because these are gonna be for oil fry potatoes. Alright, so I'm gonna take you guys through the ingredients that we're gonna use to make our tofu nuggets. It's gonna be such a quick, easy, fun recipe, so let's get started. The first thing you guys are going to need is going to be some tofu. Make sure that it's non-GMO though, and firm tofu. If you can get extra firm, that's perfect. We're going to use some cornflakes, optional mustard seed. We're going to do some black pepper, garlic, some Himalayan salt. We're going to need some nutritional yeast. We're going to use some apple cider vinegar. This is literally like the best thing in the world. We are gonna use some liquid aminos. This is basically soy sauce, and it's a lot less sodium than regular soy sauce. Veggie broth. And like I said, I used this lemon already because I was already recording this video for my Instagram. So let's just pretend that I haven't used it yet. So you're gonna need a lime. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna grab a bowl and we're gonna take some veggie broth. Wait, side note guys. Alright, so this is gonna be the most like fail video in the world. But I kind of already made the marinade for our tofu. I just happened to record it already for my Instagram, and like I said, those videos are long gone. So we'll just pretend that I'm making this marinade. So just use your imagination and pretend. Okay, so for your marinade, you're gonna take some veggie broth, and we're just gonna put some veggie broth in there. I'd say about a half a cup. We're gonna use some liquid aminos, and for the liquid aminos, we're gonna do a little bit. So I would say about a fourth cup. We're gonna grab some apple cider vinegar, and we're gonna do a solid amount, probably about a half of a cup. I really like lemony. We're gonna grab our limes, and we're gonna squish them. So that's done. This is all we need for our marinade. I find that having our marinade taste more acidic, so adding more lime and apple cider is really good to create that like chicken taste. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab our tofu, we're gonna cut it up, we're gonna drain it because tofu generally comes like in water. So we're gonna cut it up, drain it, just pretend I did that. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut it into little squares like this. They don't need to be like perfect cubes because they are supposed to replicate chicken nuggets. And all we're gonna do here, we're just gonna, like I said, we're gonna marinate them. So I'm just gonna throw them in here. So this is our marinade, and we're just gonna let it sit here for about like 5 minutes.
Alright, now we're going to move on and we're going to start making the coating for the tofu nuggets, and we're going to use some cornflakes. I used about 2 cups here, and what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to throw them into your blender. Next, I'm going to be adding some nutritional yeast. This is some of my favorite stuff, and I'm adding about a half of a cup of nutritional yeast. And I always like to just smell things as I go. That's kind of how I measure. Next, I'm adding garlic powder to taste, black pepper also to taste, and my favorite mustard seed. If you guys can get this, please go ahead and get it. It's so delicious, and everything is to taste. But I also just kind of use my smell to guide me. And last but not least, I'm adding a teaspoon of Himalayan salt, and it's going to be ready to blend. And once it comes out of the blender, you just want to make sure it looks fine and just kind of like powdery, because that's, like I said, going to be our coating for our tofu nuggets. All right, and we're going to get back to those oil-free potato fries, and you're just going to take everything into a bowl, pour some salt, some pepper, and some garlic to taste, and you're just going to use your hands to just make sure you mix everything and get it all evenly coated. And it should look like this. They look so delicious, guys. There's no need for oil. And all I'm doing is I'm placing them on some parchment paper. I actually reuse my parchment paper at least twice before throwing it out, just trying to recycle a little bit more. And I'm just going to set these to the side. I'm going to make my tofu nuggets, and then we're going to bake everything together. Alright, and once those 5 to 10 minutes have passed, I'm going to take my tofu out of the marinade, and I'm just going to set it aside on a plate. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my cornflakes now, and I'm literally just going to drop them in there, the tofu, and roll it around, making sure that everything is evenly coated, and it should look like this. And I'm literally just going to repeat that process until I get every little tofu nugget coated. And it's literally that easy, guys. This recipe requires no oil, no deep frying. So it's oil free, super easy. It's pretty healthy, high in protein, and it tastes delicious. I really hope you guys try this out. And once I have my entire baking sheet lined with the tofu nuggets, I'm going to go ahead and bake them at 420 with my potato fries. And I'm kind of just keeping an eye out until they get nice and golden brown like this. And they look burnt, but they taste so delicious like that. And my potatoes are done as well. And that's it, guys. This is such a delicious, quick recipe. It probably took me about 30 minutes to make the whole thing. I paired it with some agave mustard and ketchup. So I hope you guys like this video, and thanks for watching.